Hey guys, and welcome to Day to Day Scott, where I bring you daily content bar Sunday, so 6 to 8 days a week, not 7 days a week. Gotta give one day to the family. Where I bring you daily content on entrepreneurship and personal growth. So if you're an entrepreneur or someone who's hungry for growth, whether it's in career or life, then this is the channel and place for you to learn. On top of that, what makes this channel unique is the fact that I'm in the grind, where I believe most of us are, and let me explain that for you. There's a lot of great influence out there, which I'm sure some of you may follow. For example, Gary Vee, Tony Robbins, Peter Voog, fantastic followers that I love. However, they're very far from where I am in my journey. Therefore, sometimes I struggle to resonate with them. The content they give is amazing, I love it. However, it's sometimes difficult to resonate with them. So that's what I'm doing, is I'm standing up for the small guys. I'm standing up for the guys who are in the grind, as Gary Vee will preach. In the trenches, the guys who are starting at the companies in the first few years and really are just trying to find their way and learn and learn and learn, and just consume and just find their way to their destiny of what they're looking for. So that's another aspect of what makes this channel really unique, and it will allow you to really resonate with the way with my learning and the way what my emotions are, and just everything in between. So it's really raw and organic on that respect. And I am an entrepreneur. I started my business recently, literally this month, so it is really early in trenches, and that's what I do, is I communicate my learning each day for you to learn from me. It allows me to reconfirm my knowledge. It allows you to learn from any failures I've done, and also it allows me to ask you questions if I'm struggling with anything. So it's a very engaging platform. So I hope you stay tuned. This is a really key one, because as you'll know, I'm a digital marketer. So every Tuesday I do digital marketing. I know it's Wednesday, and I'll explain why it's not on Wednesday in a second. But yeah, this is a really key digital marketing one, and it's actually probably the most common question in digital marketing. Should I buy followers? Stay tuned and you'll find out. Hey guys, and welcome back. Welcome. So, why didn't I upload yesterday? I deeply apologize for this, guys. I know I tamper on about being religious with this 6 days a week, which I have done since day one. The reason, well, I'm going to go deep into the reason in my next video, which actually is going to be uploaded straight after this video, because as a sort of, to make up for myself, I'm going to upload 2 videos today, and I'm going to give you my best growth hacking tip on social media in this video. So in this video, you'll get my best growth hacking tip for social media, and in the next video, I'll explain why I didn't upload yesterday and what I learned from it. So it's going to be really interesting, but it was a valid reason. You'll find out in the next video, so go to that video after this. It's literally going to be uploaded within like 20 minutes of this video, so you'll see it. Okay, so should you buy followers? Probably one of the most commonly asked questions when it comes to social media marketing. I think everyone asks it because they want you to say yes. I mean, it is a grind building followers. I appreciate that. It is a push, it is a grind, it's stressful, and you have to, it's just like anything though, you have to enjoy the journey, as Gary Vee always preaches. You have to enjoy the journey, and if you don't enjoy the journey, then there's just no point doing it, because the journey's always the hardest bit. The end is great, of course, when you have the 100k followers, million followers, whatever you're looking for, but the grind is going to be tough, and that grind is going to take years. So you have to appreciate building a following on social media is not going to happen overnight. There are definitely ways to be better at it, and I'm going to give you one of my, if not my best growth hacking tip on social media today. And yes, even using that as well as many other metrics, many other formulas, which I will communicate through my digital marketing videos to give you the best content and best, fastest way to get there. It's still gonna take time, because you have to build a following for people. People have to learn who you are. They have to really connect with you emotionally, and they have to buy into you and understand who you are and really believe in your content. And as well as that, you'll find yourself for the first probably 6 months to a year, you'll be finding yourself on social media, understanding who you are and what your brand really is on social media. Social media will tell you a lot of things about your brand, but once you truly understand of who you are, then you can communicate that and be really specific on social media. Then you can grow the following. I find too many people are very broad on what they stand for and broad on what they communicate on social media, or they might even know what they stand for, they just don't communicate effectively. It's social media's communication, and you have to understand how to communicate to people on different levels, on emotional levels, to different types of feelings, because that's really where you build the serious followings and where you get the serious engagement, is when you're able to reach into that emotional status of someone. But anyway, let's stop with that talk, because that's not to do with exactly the video, just give you some extra content. So this is a very common answer: should you buy followers? Interestingly, a brand I helped launch, they really wanted to buy followers. I was obviously against it, but they really wanted, because they were going to launch their brand, they're going to launch their product, and they didn't want to launch with an account that had like 10 followers. And on some level, I can appreciate that, to be fair, because I mean, if you're gonna have a huge product launch, you're doing all this marketing, and someone looks you up online, you got 10, 15 followers, it's not gonna look good on the brand. It isn't. But then I argue all these points I'm going to give you in a minute. So that one is a little bit of a difficult one to understand. Either way, my answer is always going to be no. Okay, so that is the answer to buying follow social media, is just no. There's no, I don't believe you could ever give me a reason. I believe that is the most, that's the biggest reason I've ever been given to sort of question me saying no, and I still say no to it. And I'm going to give you my reasons why. Let me just see how many I've got here. I'm going to give you 7 reasons why not to do it. And I know that's the answer you probably didn't want to hear. And maybe some of you didn't want to hear, which I'm happy to hear you did. But I know that's probably not what you want to hear. And if it's not the answer you want to hear, then you probably want to rethink about why you're going into social media marketing, what you're trying to promote, because the reason you're probably doing that is that you want to achieve the stardom too quickly. The journey, getting to your destiny, it's so much about the journeys. That's what you learn stuff about you. So you got to understand the journey is such a powerful stepping stone through the process of you achieving what you want to achieve. I'll go deeper into that in another video. So why is this bad? First of all, I want to say, this is based on image and ego. So if you want to just start off with like 100k followers, I feel that is a decision based on image, based on what people perceive your brand and will see you as. When has making decisions based on your image/ego ever been good? You shouldn't make decisions on that, because that's all it is just basically making you look a lot bigger than what you are. Which isn't good. So that's just something I want to mention at the start. So let's get into the actual points. Number 1, no one engages with your content. So let's say you go away, you buy followers, there's loads of them out there, buy followers on Twitter, whatever it is, and you get 10,000 followers. You buy 10,000 followers. That's great, that was cool, but I will straight away, and so will other people. People don't have to be digital marketers to see this. They can happily. It's not hard to go on someone's account and see they have 10,000 followers and they have 3 likes on each post. I mean, that is straight alarm bells for me. I've seen this on many accounts, and that's straight alarm bells, is that you will not have the engagement on your social media, and that looks suspicious. It doesn't look good on you. It won't help especially starting out on social media. It's not going to help your confidence. It's like I said, it's a really tough grind building your social media following, especially from scratch, from no followers to even 100 to 1,000. It's really difficult. So when you then promoting your content to these paid followers and they're not engaging, you're not going to get any understanding of whether this content's good or not. You're not going to understand whether people actually care about this content. And if you have a huge following as well, I find that people are less maybe I shouldn't say that. I find that sometimes people are less likely to follow you. I won't go into that one. Anyway, so number 2, you can get banned. Okay, so that's obvious. That's probably the most obvious one, is you can get banned, and I've seen accounts get banned for it. So that's all that needs to be said on that one. Number 3, social media channels are run by machines. So understand that social media is not, yes, people are involved, but they're predominantly run by machines, AI, and machinery like YouTube is. And that machinery is based off, it learns the channel by understanding the content. So if it goes and analyzes your account and analyzes all your followers, and then it understands their interests and all this, all their interests and behaviors, and then if they're all bot accounts, what does that communicate to that machine about your account? Not very much. Therefore, it's not going to help with recommending your content and recommending your account to other people to follow you. So it's going to really affect your ability to be recommended to other accounts and to be actually pushed up the ranks to be recommended for following. So it really affects what the machinery reads your account as, which is really negative. Number 4, it will affect your paid social ads. So if you do paid social media ads, quick tip, Facebook ads, if you become really good at it, they're really bloody good. If you want any tips on it, just go down, comment down below, and I can help you. Just literally say Facebook ad help, and I'll speak to you. So number 4, paid Facebook ads, or social ads, sorry, should I say, because all social media has ads. Yeah, so using a really great way for being really good on social media ads, especially Facebook ads, is using the data you already have. It's the best data. Doing something called lookalike audience. Basically, it replicates what your audience on your channel, or it replicates all the followers on your channel, and understands all their interests and behaviors, and then finds a replication of them, of like 400,000 people who have as similar as possible to your followers. So it affects you being able to carry out effective social media ads, which is going to be really key in the future when you start building your brand and start delving into paid ads, because when you get good at them, they're really good. So it's going to affect that. It's going to really affect the data, and it's not going to help you. Further on the data, number 5, it corrupts all your data and analytics. Now, you need to understand that the expert marketers treat marketing like mathematics. Now, what do I mean by that? They treat marketing by mathematics. So, I mean, in regards to so all the analytics they get on their social media, on their website, and all that, they understand it. They go away and they analyze it. It's what I've been doing a lot more recently. They go away and they really scrutinize all the analytics, all the numbers of what's the optimum time, what's the optimum time of people being on your website, what's your bounce rate, where's most of your traffic coming. It's all coming from Facebook, so you go, okay, I need to push Facebook more. And it's going to really disrupt that, because you're just going to have a load of fake bots, and it's just going to look really naff on the analytics, and it's going to probably be pretty dead. Or if it does have any action, it's not really going to mean anything, because they're either bots or the people who just don't care for your brand. So it's really going to affect analytics, which again, it's a bit further down the line, but this is serious stuff when you trying to marketing your company. If you treat maths like mathematics and analyze the analytics, you will be amazing at marketing. Okay, so that was number 5. Number 6, each channel sweeps their database. Now, what does that mean? So each social media channel, basically they'll every now and then, or pretty much probably every day, I'm not really sure how they do it, but they'll just sweep their database, just looking for fake accounts, bot accounts, and they'll just delete them all. So the amount of bot accounts and fake accounts that will get created every day will be unbelievable. It'll be, I don't know a fact on it, but it'll be something ridiculous, like 100,000 or something silly. Now, interestingly, I've actually seen this happen with, more interestingly, it was with the brand I mentioned at the start who wanted to buy followers. And then I was running their account, built up their following. And then suddenly, one day, literally overnight, we lost 1,000 followers. Like overnight. I was like, oh my God, what have I done? I shit myself. I thought I'd made the worst cock up in the world. I was looking through all my tweets, I was trying to understand. I thought, oh my god, have I said something racist? Have I said something have I just said something horrendous on Twitter? So I went through her tweets. I was like, this doesn't make sense. It's the same sort of engagement. There's no sort of hate. There's no. I was like, I was just stumped by it. Just like, what's going on here? I said, fair enough. I've seen jumps of 100, 200 lose, but 1,000 followers within less than 12 hours. I've never seen that before. So I was like, this looks a bit fishy. So what I looked into it, and an app that I actually told you in my last digital marketing video about best apps to use for social media tools and software, is I went away and I found that, and that's Twitter Audit, and I threw the account in that, and it basically tells you the percentage of fake to real followers, and then that was my answer, because it was like 70 or 80% fake. So that was it's called Twitter Audit if you want to look for that. So that's really gonna suck when you have all your followers and then suddenly 1,000 gets taken off, or 500, whatever. Either way, it's going to look really bad, and people will notice. They will notice, so it's not going to look good for you. Number 7. That. I'm so sorry. Oh god. Number 7. Right, I'm not even gonna edit that out. Number 7. Number 7 is you gain nothing from it. Like, you gain nothing from it. You don't learn from it, you don't get any sales from it, and get no engagement from it. So why are you doing it? What is the point in doing it? You're not getting any sales. What runs your business? You're not getting any engagement. What tells you whether your content's any good, and you don't learn anything from it. What allows you to get better, or allows your brand to get better on social media. So why do it? Again, it goes back to what I was saying. This is a decision based off image and ego. It's not good. You don't want to make a decision off that. Understand you will gain nothing from this than a short spurt of enjoyment of having so many followers, of 10k followers or whatever. It's just short spur of enjoyment. If you're truly want to be serious about building your brand online, then seriously just start from the basics and just start and just grind through it, and listen to my videos to understand how to do it. And if you've got any questions at all, fire them down below. Every Tuesday is my digital marketing video, and every Tuesday I'll be bringing new tips and hacks to understand how to do better on social media and other avenues on online. So that is my end piece on that, really, is just don't do it. I mean, you might go away and say, fucking, I'm going to do it anyway, which is fair enough. Like, if you want to, then fine, that's your decision. I appreciate you've taken my knowledge, you've listened to my video, and then you've gone away and still made the decision, no, I'm going to do it. Fine enough, go ahead and do it, and I hope it works for you. But I mean, I know it won't. So, anyway, that's up to you. So, like I promised, I'm going to give you my growth hacking tip, so you don't have to do this. So, my most advanced growth hacking tip is, I'm going to try to be quick with this because I don't know how long this video is, and I think it's already too long. So, and there's loads of people talking in the other room, which is really nice. So, growth hacking tip. What you need to do is first understand. I'm sure you'll know. Understand what your company does, what your brand does. So let's say you repair cars. I always do engineering. I don't know why. I've never done anything with engineering. I always pick it weird. Okay, let's say you repair cars. What you want to then do, let's say, take Twitter for example. I know this really works on Twitter. It will work on Instagram, Facebook. It's a little trickier, but yeah, you can do it on all channels. And basically, you'll go find a reasonably successful Twitter account or Facebook account, Instagram account, whatever, that is to do with repairing cars. That is to do exactly with what you do. And then what you do is follow their followers. Specifically, you follow 1,000. So you follow 1,000 followers, 1,000 of their followers, and you do that 3 days in a row. But ensure that there's at least a 24-hour gap between you following the 1,000 followers, because otherwise you'll get banned. Don't. It's happened to me. I test all these things that I say to you, and I push them to the limit just to understand how they work. if I'm being truthful, Twitter's quite easy to get around. Instagram isn't. Instagram's hard. Facebook's pretty hard as well. But Twitter's pretty easy. But Facebook and Instagram, they stop you pretty quickly. Their algorithms, they're pretty on it. So just be aware. So with Twitter, you could probably follow 500 and then wait 10 minutes and then follow another 500. Whereas with Twitch, with Facebook and Instagram, you could probably only do like 100 an hour at best, which is a bit annoying because then you got to keep on going back to it. But it's up to you. So yeah, so that's what you do: is you follow 1,000, you do it 3 days in a row. Then I wait for 3 days to obviously let them notice your follow, and you get back. And on average, you'll get 100 followers for every 1,000 followers. So that's pretty good. It might not sound good, but that is really good percentages. So you're making 100 followers every 1,000 followers, and then obviously at the end of the 6 days, so you're 3 days following, 3 days not doing anything, and then after that, I then spend 3 days unfollowing. So again, you've got to do the same process of 1 day unfollow 1,000, next day unfollow 1,000, and again make sure there's a 24-hour gap between them. Otherwise that social media will pull you up on it and they will ban you. Okay. So yeah, do that, and that is my best growth hacking tip. That will grow your channel quick. It'll grow it does work. I've done it with a few channels. I've done it with quite a few channels actually. And it works every time. So just all I will say is, if you don't do it, if you've just started your account, don't. I would strongly advise you didn't do it for the first month. I know that sounds annoying, but you need to appreciate that. You need to tell, again, it's a machine what the social media is run by. So you need to tell that machine that you're alive and that you are posting daily content. If you just straight away just start being really aggressive with the following, it's just you're gonna flag up on the system straight away. But if you're posting daily and you're on it and you're tweeting people and mentioning and you're constantly engaging on it for at least a month, then it sees you as a real person, and it's gonna sort of drop you down into a list of more like, oh, you're okay. So then when you start doing this aggressive stuff, you don't get to this alarm bell list. Whereas when you're at the start, you're close to that alarm bell list because they don't know if you're a bot or whoever. So that is my best growth hacking tip. I hope you understood it. If you didn't, again, just comment down below any questions or anything at all, and I'll be happy to answer them. I'm always here to help. Remember, this is what I do. I do digital marketing. All my other videos are all on more sort of personal growth, sort of my emotions as an entrepreneur, sort of what I've learned that day. So it's an interesting platform what I do here, but it's very organic. Like I just communicate what I'm feeling, what I've learned for the past few days. And I really enjoy doing it because it allows me to learn, it allows you to learn. But every Tuesday I now do digital marketing, so I thought, why not I give you my knowledge in what I do. So let me stop rambling, let me just go, because of this video is probably too long. So anyway, thank you very much for watching the video. Thank you very much. Please follow me on YouTube, where you are now, at Scott Mears, Twitter at Scott Mears _ Facebook at Scott Mears Entrepreneur. Thank you very much. This has been Day to Day Scott. As always, preach the top. Best way to predict the future is create it. That's really annoying. I've just noticed you've been blurry this whole time. I really apologise if that was blurry for long. I didn't realise, because I don't have my face up whilst, because I can't look at myself whilst I'm doing a video. It's really strange. But anyway, go out there, make your future. Thank you very much, guys. I hope you gained value. As always, comments, any feedback, anything down below, any questions. Please follow me on all social media, subscribe, notifications, all that good jazz. And I will see you at the next one, which is in the next 5 minutes. Okay, see you in the next one. Bye-bye, guys.